Hi there and welcome back to History of Fleetwood Mac Singles, Part 16. I'm Anita. Today we're going to get into 1984, but not George Orwell's 1984. Instead, Lindsey Buckingham and Christine McVie's very good year for 1984. 1984 brought us both Go Insane by Lindsey Buckingham and Christine McVie's technically second self-titled album. Her first being in 1970, I believe, under the maiden name of Christine Perfect, and now in 1984 under the name Christine McVie. Christine McVie's album actually came out first in January 27th, 1984, and Lindsey's came out July 30th, 1984. At the time, Stevie Nicks was just cresting the very end, last single off of Wild Heart, into 1984, and then taking over for that year would be, as I said, Christine and Lindsey having a little bit of spotlight on them. Stevie taking a little break, other than touring, of course. So we're going to get right into those singles. Not such a big pile, just a little stuff. Most really interesting ones as far as I'm concerned. Again, you know how much I love this, and the fact that, each one of them had some pretty big hits and that it reached so many different countries is just really cool. If you're watching this video, it is the 30th of April, and you have 3 more days until my giveaway for this poster ends, the sophomore poster. So you want to go to episode 13, where I ask the question, how many efforts did it take me to film episode 10, which was the episode pertaining to the Fleetwood Mac live album, the 45s from that. You can answer either in that video or part 13's comments. Either way, just leave me a way to reach you. And it's pretty slim right now with comments. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care if there's 1, 2, or 3. I'm just grateful for every single one of you who watches and reacts and who's remotely even interested. And I'm sure that at some point in my lifetime, or however long it takes to make all these videos, each and every one of you will hopefully receive something from me over time. Because I have a lot of stuff I'd like to give away, and I can't thank you enough. And hopefully with some little memento, it will show. So, without further ado, again, we're on Christine McVie's album, which came out first in 1984. Again, January, let's see here, what did I have? I apologize. January 27th, 1984. The album had a bunch of session players. It had, I would say, Eric Clapton, Todd Sharp, just a lot of people. But of course had Mick and Lindsey, and that seems to be the trio that works best. I mean, Christine really loved pulling Lindsey in for guitar, Mick in for drums. Stevie liked pulling in, not really on her solo stuff, but same thing, same idea, a guitarist and a drummer. But yeah, so the first single off this album was "Got a Hold on Me," which was released January of 1984 as well. Great video. Both Got a Hole in Me and Level Shows How have really funny videos, which I think were filmed on the same day, much like the Stevie Nicks and Mick Fleetwood video. Much like Stevie Nicks's I Can't Wait to Talk to Me. I think we're also filmed on the same day. Anyway, the first single we have from Christine McVie is Got a Hold on Me, which is the American edition. And not much to see here, just a really nice piano cover, which just completely represents Christine McVie to a T, with this lovely little, with that little side ponytail picture of her on the back. The B-side to this song was Who's Dreaming This Dream. Love that song. Yeah, so that was the American version. Simple, plain label. We have the Canadian promo. Canadian sleeve, small 33 hole, not the 45 punch out. This is backed, I believe, with the same. Nope. Even though it's a promotional, it is Got a Hold on Me with Who's Dreaming the Stream. And actually, it's funny, I noticed on some of these, because these ones I got together, not like the other piles. But you'll see in a couple things, normally promo ones were the white labels, and they would say something on the outside, but definitely on the inside here. And I noticed on some of the Lindsey ones, it's completely opposite, which is really weird. So this is, and also they would have the hole would be like this instead of punched out. So this is not just regular Canadian version, no picture sleeve. Gotta Hold Me backed with Who's Dreaming the Stream. This one hadn't even been marked. This is in a much stiffer cardboard, nicer thing. The only small, tiny, dumb difference is the number back here on the back. And this is out of the UK. And it has Got a Hold on Me, again, Who's Dreaming the Stream. Pretty simple. Being from the UK, which would be standard, the smaller hole, because that just seems to be how they rolled. I did also notice that, in my opinion, the further along we get, and I'll be interested to see if I'm right, because I haven't really looked at my records, but I'm pretty sure that I am right. The further out we get into the 80s and into the 90s, this stops. You just don't see this anymore. It's always punched out. And I really think that around 84 to 86 is really when it stopped. Every single one of them was punched out. You just don't see, unless it's like a really obscure country, like, Jamaica. Not Jamaica. That's not an obscure country, but I mean, where 45s don't normally come out of. But it just seemed to me like everybody, by this time, you definitely have to have that little spider insert thing to play your records like this, and, so all the middles were punched out. But I was just making that observation as I got this pile together. It seems to me that it gets thinner and thinner, that the small holds, all the regular 45 size. This was really a big deal to me to receive when I got it. I was really happy to find it. This one's out of Spain. Slightly different photo. It's one of my favorites aesthetically. I just like the coloring and I like it. I like it a lot. Little difference on the back here. And this one is Got a Hold on Me with Who's Dreaming the Stream. Shocking. And this one is just a standard. Not really much difference on the sleeve at all, really. Really nothing different. I mean, on the label, I'm sorry. Japan. Yeah. Gotta talk about Japan. This one and the next one are really cool. This is the standard one. It is not a promo. Again, the same picture, I think, right? Yeah. With this really pretty picture of Christine on the back. I love that photo. Little picture of the album cover. And then again, just a regular label for that one. This next one is from London, and you saw one of these like during the Tusk. It was the first record I showed for Tusk. This is another one of those flimsy little plastic records. This one is double cool because it is out of London, I want to say. This little promo thing from WEA Records for overseas. And it consisted of Level Shows How, Got a Hold on Me, So Excited, and The Smile I Live For, both of which were not singles in the United States or the UK. So choosing those other two as excerpts was kind of unusual. Because after Got a Hold on Me and Level Shows How, I'm the One was the other single. However, So Excited happens to be my favorite track off the album, with the close second being I'm the One. So it was really cool that was on there. And just a little flexi disc, and if you like Rumors, you'll love this. These are kind of obscure. I mean, I think you could probably pop onto Discogs right now and probably get one for like a few bucks, but I don't see a lot of people having these, for example. And what I liked is on the back that it showed Stevie Nicks' album. Thought that was kind of cool. Just for overseas. But yeah, I played this. It's kind of neat. It's all one side. There's nothing on the other side. It's completely. You see, there's no grooves on the other side. But this side, all 4 songs are on one side. You played at 33, like I was explaining in the past. Goes a little bit so the compression is. I think it goes tighter so you can get more play out of it at 33. So yeah, that's just a really cool little item to have. I'm guessing it was sent out from the label to radio stations or something. So yeah. After that, we're right on to the next single because that's all I have. There's again on Discogs. I never ever noticed that there's many more to be had. You know, there's no like Irish or Jamaica or South Africa. There might be. I don't see any. I have a pretty decent selection of stuff for her album on LP size. But for 45s, there was just not that much for the 2 singles. But next, again, we're now onto that picture. We're off the piano. We're onto this picture. And so this was the photo for Level Shows How. I just don't know which is my favorite out of the 2. I love this album. I just think it's poppy perfection. Just it's a little earworm, and every song when it comes on, I love every song off this album. And the B-side to this one is The Challenge. Again, I love that song too. So yeah, this is the American version. A little bit different coloring and cover of the album on the back. Canada, this one is a promo. So this one shows promo here. And it is Level Shows How. Let's see, is it the same on the other side? Nope, with a challenge. Also unusual. Usually, again, on promos, it's the same song on either side. But plain Canadian sleeve, no picture sleeve, but a promotional copy of Level Shows How, back with the challenge. Same picture again. Germany. Different paper, way different paper. Unfortunately, it's very wrinkled, even though I've had a little insert in it for years. Just can't seem to get that wrinkle out. Should maybe upgrade this one. Germany and Level Shows How, back with the challenge. And then rounding out her part of 1984 is I'm the One. There was only... This one didn't seem to come out. Level Shows How came out in May of 84. So Gotta Hold On Me was released in January, right alongside the album. Level Shows How, just 4 months later, keeping her really up on the charts. Like I said, her videos were very popular. Really cute videos. Especially the one with the spaceship, which is Level Shows How, I'm pretty sure. And I'm the One, I don't think had a video, but I think it was a prominent feature of the live show or the VHS that came out, because there was a live concert video release. So I think I'm the One is really, of course it promoted her album, but I think that also really promoted maybe the concert video that came out. I could be wrong. I need to check the date on when that came out, but that's what I think I remember. So I'm the One. This is a United States release, and it's I'm the One back with the same song. So no alternate B-side for that one, for the American. And I also don't have an American release that's just I'm the One with something else on the back. I'm actually not sure that there is one. Out of Canada, we have a promotional copy of I'm the One, and it has the challenge, which is unusual because it had done so already in the past. So I'm the One, small hole, and shows promotional right here. So that was it for Christine, but a pretty good year. She had a pretty good year, and for 84. And I was real happy that she'd come out with something of her own and a little extra music. So yeah. So Lindsey Buckingham followed up pretty quickly. While I'm the One came out in July of 1984. Guess what came out in July of 84 as well? Lindsey Buckingham's Go Insane. It doesn't say what day her last single came out, Christine's, but Lindsey Buckingham's album Go Insane was released July 30th, 1984. And his first single, Go Insane, same title as the album, came out as well, July 1984. So we had two members of Fleetwood Mac on the charts in 1984. And I guess Lindsey Buckingham's Go Insane was also quite prominent with the MTV Movie Awards for his videos. Christine McVie, there's no mention of that, which I thought was a little strange. Lindsey's first single was this eye-threatening. I'll never forget seeing this first time in the record store, and I'm looking at it right now. My eyeballs are like, what are you doing to me? But I love it. This crazy Go Insane. I mean, it's perfect. Whoever thought of it was perfect. Let's just make the most obnoxious color combination. It's like it's coming at you. This is a really nice mint copy of this. It's just damage free. It's so nice. Ugh, it's so blinding though. So it's Go Insane back with Play in the Rain. If you heard me go on about all the songs off of Christine McVie's solo album, I'm going to do the same on this one. Go Insane I like, Play in the Rain. Love that song. Slow Dancing is my favorite, but Play in the Rain is good too. So that was for the United States first release. Then we have USA promo, which I guess kind of should have come first. And here I thought I had them in order. And it's Go Insane with Go Insane. Stereo, no stereo mono. I think we're past that too. Same runtime. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. Just the same song on both sides. With the white label and the promo part. So that was out of the US. Canada, this is what I was saying a minute ago. This is a Canadian promo, and almost always they're on a white label. This is the first time where I've seen a promo be on a colored, the normal Electra label out of Canada, issued with the regular sleeve, like I've shown you on all the other ones. And this is Go Insane, backed with Play in the Rain. It does not have the large hole cut out, but it's not a white label, which I thought was kind of interesting. And on Discogs there is not one. It's colored like this. It's kind of a neat thing. We run into the same snafu where they get stuck on one picture and they run with it. So the first one is Holland on Discogs. I have a pet peeve, and that is I will list the record when I make contributions to Discogs. What the record says, and this record says Maine to Holland. Now I understand, I'm not so good at it, but I understand geography, and things are called different things now, and we border and line things up. And Holland, as I understand, is part of the Netherlands. I kind of comprehend that. Coming from the States, I don't quite understand it, but I kind of get it. But when the record says Holland and you look on Discogs and it says Netherlands, that makes me think that there's another record out there from the Netherlands that will say Netherlands, not Holland. So, don't ask me which ones, but there's a lot of other countries where Discogs does that. And it's the proper way of what the country, or I don't think you could call the Netherlands a country. It's the, anyway, um, just the block of the area is called currently. But if it says Holland, I want it to say Holland because I don't want to be searching for something else that I think is out there. So I have that it's from Holland, but on Discogs this shows from the Netherlands. And even though all these countries take this photo and run with it, which is basically the cover of the Go Insane album, only Holland, Netherlands has this different kind of plain but kind of neat. It's just kind of eye-catching because it's such a different color from the front side. So like day and night. Go Insane backed with Play in the Rain. And this one, also, another problem I have with Discogs is that this one is a sample record not for sale. But it doesn't say that on the record. It is a sticker. So, which is very unusual. So if you put down this catalog number as a promo, they're not going to accept it because it's got a sticker. And I understand that. I mean, there are two different kinds of promotions. There is a promo that the label has sent out that's strictly a promo, or the label has sent out to a specific radio station, and that radio station isn't supposed to give it to their employees or the public, so the radio station might slap a sticker on there. But yeah, this is sample record, not for sale, and I've never quite understood that. I have very few records, but they all have the similar stickers. They're long and skinny like that. So it's kind of a promo, or is it? I put down that it's a promo, but it does not say that directly on the record. West Germany, same thing. Actually, I forgot they went with the yellow on the back too. Their only difference is label colors. Dark blue, the light blue. Obviously no sticker. So West Germany. And the same front and back. Different texture a little bit. This is a really nice, like, canvasy. I sure wish I could describe the paper better to you, or knew. I'm sure somebody somewhere is like me, but they're like way into paper and they know all the fancy words for all this different paper. Like a stationary person, probably. But the different papers that they use are just really nice papers. This one is from Spain. This one is a tad bit different. It is the cover on both the front and the back. Very striking. That little bit of difference with the Go Insane and then adding it underneath like that just kind of gives it a different look. The catalog number being right here versus up in the corner. Just the smallest things just set the features off a little bit, in my opinion. And this one has, considering it's from Spain, again, kind of surprised it's not the tiny hole, it's the full 45 cutout. But this is still Go Insane backed still with Play in the Rain. And last for Go Insane, we have Japan. I would say the best one. Completely different, unrelated photo. I'm pretty sure that picture, and I don't know this for a fact, but I think that picture is from Law and Order, or earlier. I don't think it's from Go Insane era, which is unusual. Not really. It was just used. Japan uses what they want when they want, so there's that. Go Insane, Play in the Rain. Absolutely nothing on the back. No photo, just the lyrics. And this is a Pretty sure it's a regular copy. Yeah. This is also another one of those copies, kind of like I had shown in the past, where there's just next to no Japanese writing. There's a little bit, like right here, which is kind of unusual. So, that doesn't matter. Just different. Makes it different. So that is it for Go Insane. So Lindsey Buckingham's next single came out in November. So that's about right. A few months. They usually go about every 3 or 4 months. And that was Slow Dancing. Best song ever. Love it. Love it when he played it live. Last tour, he played that song and people went nuts. It's just a fun, quirky song, quirky video. Very recently, he's seen, there's a small little snippet of Lindsey with his daughter watching the video for the song. And it just brings the biggest smile to your face, where she's just, Dad, you're dancing, or who are you with, or something. And Lindsey's almost blushing, but it is just the cutest darn thing you've ever seen. And, it's so cornball now. I mean, I still love the video, but, when you're watching stuff from the 80s, it's kind of funny. And him watching it there with his daughter is really, really cute. So this is a U.S. promo release of Slow Dancing, Back to Slow Dancing, white label. Afterwards, we have Canada, again, with that weird colored label. Not a white one. Promo only, small hole. Regular Canadian sleeve. And this is definitely Slow Dancing with... Now this one has DW Sweet on the back. So that is kind of weird as a promo. Again, when these promos don't have the same on the back, it just, to me, makes them not feel like promos. Makes them feel like regular 45s. But I wonder if when they got theirs, because they don't do anything different to the sleeves, once you punch that, if you notice, that's about the size of the 45. It would almost take that promo only, and then would that turn the record into not a promo? So they would just punch them out and then just have the regular? Just something I was wondering. This one was kind of a unicorn. I found it at a record store. Took me years to figure out where it was from, because it had everything about it indicates that it's from the United States. Definitely Go Insane era photography. Don't remember who did it. I'm terrible. I can't believe I wasn't prepared with that, but I have a lot of these. Lots of outtakes from this. And I love it. I love all the pictures from this time. And I made a book for Lindsey Buckingham, like a fan-made book of a lot of the photographs that I had. And I included a lot of these from that session. I tried to make it as much about his solo works. There's some Fleetwood Mac that was in it, but I tried to make it about him, for him. Probably he pitched it, but it would be really cool if the kids had a look at it. Because again, I don't know what Lindsey keeps or what any celebrity keeps picture-wise of themselves, but it was kind of like what I show you here. I showed a lot of the records. I showed a lot of the photos and just added little lines, pretty much from a fan, but also just, this is stuff from my collection. This is what it was. And, but yeah, seeing all these outtakes, I think his kids would have gotten a kick out of that. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that everything on the record, I mean, there's nothing. It says made in the USA, virtually. Yeah, USA, but the look of it, the silver, the small hole, the number, the paper that's used, everything points to the UK. So I have this down currently as a UK single. But I'm the one who submitted this, I'm one of the ones. Sorry about that. one of the first people who submitted the single to Discogs. And I put it as UK, but there's nothing here that indicates that it is. But there's nothing that indicates it's definitely an American single. And if you scan the barcode, nothing comes up. So this is one of my favorites just because it's really kind of out there. And again, this is Slow Dancing, backed with DW Sweet. We're wrapping up here pretty quickly. This is, again, two pretty rare singles to have, especially in 12-inch, which I have those, and I'll show you at one point. But this is Slow Dancing, backed with DW Sweet. And this one is out of Holland, Netherlands. And the second one is out of Germany. So again, we have that kind of, everything's the same about it, but we have that dark blue, light blue. But the front and the back cover, verbatim. I don't think there's really any difference at all. I got my 12-inch version of this signed by Lindsey on one of the times that I met him, and that was just like a peak highlight. Because I had these singles for years, and then I saw somewhere that there was a 12-inch, and I had no idea that this single was released as a 12-inch like a dance single. And it took me forever to track that thing down. They're kind of obscure. They're not really worth a lot of money, and I don't care. But when I finally got one, so one of the times I got to meet Lindsey, I asked him to sign that, so that was kind of cool. So yeah, so those two are the last singles from Lindsey. So that was, again, Slow Dancing, backed with DW Sweet, out of Netherlands and Germany, West Germany. And to wrap up, just little silly things with Lindsey. We all know in March of 1985, he collaborated with USA for Africa, We Are the World. Here's all these famous people, Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, is like way back up here in the kind of back left, near I think Huey Lewis, maybe, is Lindsey Buckingham. But if you guys saw the special, which was pretty interesting about this being made, other than that whole Sheila E. Prince part, that was pretty crappy. But everybody who participated, that's pretty amazing. And it was after a gig. They were there all night. I mean, it was pretty hectic. And Lindsey, you know, participating was pretty freaking awesome. And so yeah, I have this as a collection. I have some pieces of a book. I have some things more related ephemera-wise, paper books and 8x10s and such, because there's more photos of Lindsey. But I do have this 45, and I think when we get to the LPs, I think I have two different versions of the single as a 12-inch single, just because he participated. And lastly, I have from September of 1985, very removed from the band, but nonetheless, this has to be included in the collection because it includes Marilyn Martin, lovely, lovely Marilyn Martin, and Phil Collins. We all know about Marilyn Martin with Stevie Nicks, and so all of her work, as much as I can get, is included in the collection because she's a pertinent part of Stevie Nicks. So this single, big hit for Marilyn, big hit for Phil, but big hit for Marilyn, and Separate Lives, a great song too, and a great movie. God rest Gregory Hines, who is an amazing dancer and the co-star with Mikhail Baryshnikov in this film. So that wraps up the 1984, slightly into 85. Coming up next, which will be part 17, Edge of 17, we'll be getting into Rock a Little. We have a long way to go still. No pun intended. That's a 1989 reference. So yeah, we'll start with Rock a Little, and Lindsey and Christine laid pretty low until we get back into 87 with Tango the Night. So I think I think Rock Little might have to go into two separate videos, but yeah, because there's quite a few 45s, if memory serves me correct. So, thank you again for joining, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget to enter that contest. Bye now.